1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is
Caught!
The farther north you go in Alaska, the less days you have in construction. First National Bank Alaska has been a great partner for us. Katie Mallard with First National has been our banker, and she gets it. They really understand Western Alaska and those specific nuances for where we work. When you have six-figure payrolls, equipment that you have to buy, even as much as a year in advance, that's where they really shine.
First National Bank Alaska. Let's shape your tomorrow.
There's a place where people think up wild ways to get stuff done. And that place is this place, the GCI Lab. Here we are constantly working to advance the most advanced network in Alaska. There's nowhere we won't go. Wait, where are you going?
the Bering Sea.
Because there's nothing that can't be done. Just things we haven't done yet.
We're always looking for ways to help GCI customers go faster. Well, we found one. Technically, introducing GCI's 10,000 miles per hour giveaway, with 10,000 Alaska Airlines miles to be won every hour, taking you pretty much anywhere. GCI customers are already in to win and get double the entries when you have GCI Plus. So just sit back and watch the skies. And watch your email. GCI, wildly ingenious. We found another way to help GCI customers go faster. Technically, introducing GCI's 10,000 miles per hour giveaway, with 10,000 Alaska Airlines miles to be won every hour. And GCI customers are already in to win.
In 50 years, I hope we're worldwide as to where we lead by our independent values. And we still have our land, we still have our way of life, our culture, our language. I would say that's our success.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
The world's wide open, and our people are brilliant and resilient. I don't see any limits.
In 50 years, I hope we're worldwide as to where we lead by our independent values. And we still have our land, we still have our way of life, our culture, our language. I would say that's our success.
I'm Sam King, and I earned my process tech degree right here in the state. ConocoPhillips Alaska is the state's largest oil producer, and what we do matters. As part of the operations team, I prepare for planned maintenance on our facility, and I work closely with production teams across the North Slope. It's not just what we do, it's how we do it. The team and I work every day to safely and responsibly put oil in the pipeline. ConocoPhillips, Alaska, committed to Alaska for more than 50 years.
From the basketball court to the auditorium, join Hillcorp in celebrating our student athletes and the shared commitment to excellence both in and outside the classroom. Hillcorp Alaska, proud sponsors of the Alaska School Activities Association.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
We welcome you back to the Alaska Airlines Center, our final game tonight as the number 4 seeded Glennallen Panthers get ready to take on the number 5 seed Haines Glacier Bears. Hi, everybody. Keaton Homer along with you. Glad to have you along here on the NFHS Network for our final quarterfinal round matchup in the girls 2A bracket. As the winner of this game gets to take on the number 8 seed Chivak in the semifinals, as Chivak took down the number 1 seed Metlakatla earlier today by 34-30. So the winner of this matchup advancing to the semifinals to take on Chivak tomorrow afternoon. As Haines and Glennallen battling it out here. Haines missing out on the tournament last year. Glennallen lost in the first round. A tough one to Unalakleet, 41-38 last season. So Glennallen trying to make a semifinal appearance after being ousted in the opening round last year of this state tournament. There's a pretty full crowd on hand for our final game of the day. Look around the Alaska Airlines Center. Been decent crowds all day long here today. As we are about ready to get our players introduced here tonight for Haines and for Glennallen.
Thank you to First National Bank of Alaska, our title sponsor for its continued support of high school athletics. Ladies and gentlemen,
the coaches are ready, players are ready, fans are ready to go here for our nightcap tonight. As we'll send it over to Mike Janicek, our PA announcer, to introduce our players.
The home team on your scoreboard from Glennallen, Alaska. Please welcome the Glennallen Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, representing the Haines Glacier Bears, the non-starters. Please welcome number 10, junior Ava Graham. Number 1, freshman Tallis Warner. And please welcome number 13, freshman Sophia Long. And please welcome starters starting at the guard for the Glacier Bears at 5'3", a senior, number 3, Ariel Godzina Long. Starting at the guard for the Glacier Bears at 5'5", a senior, number 5, Emma Dorn. Starting forward for the Haines Glacier Bears, 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Sydney Salmon. Starting at the center for the Glacier Bears at 5'8", a freshman, number 30, Caroline Elliott. Starting guard for the Haines Glacier Bears at 5'7", a senior, number 32, Ashlyn Garnier. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Glennallen Panthers, junior number 5, Shoshana Thorpe. Sophomore number 23, Anaya Stone. And junior number 33, Rainey Sutherland. Ladies and gentlemen, starting at the forward for the Glennallen Panthers at 5'8", sophomore number 3, Aliana Stone. Starting guard for the Panthers at 5'6", a senior, number 11, Cheyenne Fields. Starting forward now for the Glennallen Panthers at 5'8", a sophomore, number 13, Renee Rock Albert. Starting guard for the Panthers at 5'7", sophomore, number 24, Brianna Cooley. Starting at the guard for the Panthers at 5'5", a senior, number 32, Regina Stone Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Here we go, ready for our final game of the day as the winner advances into the semifinals to take on Chivac. Coaches meeting at center court as Jubilee Highball and Coleman Stanford being at center court prior to this game getting underway. Glennallen 16-3 during the season. They were 7-1 against 3A and 4A teams. Really dominated the conference, did the Panthers. Haines, record might look a little weird. They're 8-10. But they've made it to the state championship game nevertheless, as we are underway. As Haines will have the opening tap. Glad to have you along wherever you're tuned in here on the NFHS Network. As Ariel Godonias Long handling the basketball, bumped a little bit that time by Stone. As Long leans in, can't get the shot to fall. The rebound by Renee Rock Albert. As Cheyenne Fields brings it up the floor here for Glennallen. Here's a three from the left wing off the heel that time from Kiona Cooley. As Godonias Long lost it, dribbled it off her foot, turnover. Panthers come away with the basketball as Cheyenne Fields into the front court. Baseline jump shot from the left side. Falls for Brigitte Stone Jordan. So the Panthers take a 2-0 lead as a 5-second violation called here against Haines as Ariel Godonias Long turns it over. As Cheyenne Fields brings the ball up the floor. Koyona, Cooley with a brief touch. Fields. Back to Cooley. 13-footer off the heel that time. From Aliana Stone. Here's a three from the left wing. A little short from Emma Dorn. Long rebound tracked down on the opposite side by Cheyenne Fields. Brigenet, Stone Jordan had her pass broken up. Stolen away. Here come the Glacier Bears, and a foul. Going to be called against Cheyenne Fields. So 2 shots coming up here for Ashlyn Gainey.
Well, the foul charge to the Glennallen Panthers, number 11, Cheyenne Fields, her first.
There's the first free throw. Goes through for the senior Ashlyn Gainey.
Gainey at the line now. She'll get one more.
Second free throw. Off the back of the iron. Hits 1 out of 2. Aliana Stone on the drive. And is fouled, and Stone will go to the line for 2 shots. As the foul called against Sydney Salmon. So Aliana Stone, the sophomore, at the free throw line. Whoa. Way off the mark with that first attempt. Second free throw. Offline as well. 2-1, 5:33 to go here in the opening quarter. As the Panthers out in front of the Glacier Bears at the moment. As Gainey gave it up and a foul called.
So the foul charge to the Panthers, number 32.
Brigenet Stone Jordan picks up the foul. Her first, team second. There's Ariel Godonez Long. Dribbled it out of bounds, but it was touched by Aliana Stone. So it will stay with Haines. As Godonez Long gives it up. Trying to turn the corner, Ashlyn Gainey. And a held ball. The arrow will give it back to Glennallen.
Heads up D, the Panthers get it back.
Here to the near side. That's Cooley. Here's the three by Fields. Barely grazed the iron. Goes out of bounds to Haines. So both teams off to a little bit of a slow start offensively. Here are the first few minutes. 4:44 to play here in the opening quarter. A lone field goal hit by Brigenet Stone Jordan so far. Here's a three from the left side by Emma Dorn. Can't hit it, but an offensive rebound hauled in by Caroline Elliott. And then it's loose on the floor as it was ripped away, and a timeout going to be taken by Haines. As head coach Coleman Stanford burns a timeout with 4:23 to go here in the opening quarter. Gives us a chance to remind you fans this broadcast is the exclusive property of the NFHS Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reproduction of this broadcast in whole or in part without the express written consent of the NFHS Network is strictly prohibited. This includes any and all forms of media, including but not limited to television, radio, online streaming, and social media platforms. Unauthorized use may result in legal action. .423 to go here in the first quarter as the Glacier Bears throw it in out of the timeout. As Gainey tracks it down before it could go into the backcourt. Down low, Emma Dorn. Unable to connect. The run out up ahead, Bridget Stone Johnson. Actually, check that. Aliana Stone with the bucket. Three off the front of the iron that time from Emma Dorn, but the rebound hauled in by Sydney Salmon. As Salmon leans in, gets it to fall. First field goal for the Glacier Bears.
Sydney Salmon to score for the Haines Glacier Bears.
Loose on the floor, gathered in by Stone. 16-footer is good. Cheyenne Fields.
Cheyenne Fields to score for the Glennallen Panthers.
As Emma Dorn puts the ball in the hands of Ariel Godonez Long. And an offensive foul called here against Ashlyn Gainey. Brings us to a break of the action. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter. 6-3. Glennallen out in front. We'll step aside. We'll come back and get ready for more first quarter action. You're watching the 2025 ASAA First National Bank State Basketball Championships here on the NFHS Network.
Data caps and low bandwidth are no problem with the Alaska Commercial Company shopping app. In low bandwidth mode, our online store loads in less time than other stores and saves you money on data. Here for you, here for Alaska.
Alaskans love staying active, whether it's cross-country skiing, rock climbing, or tearing up the slopes. But sometimes, gravity has other plans. When your epic adventure turns into an epic wipeout, OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic has you covered. We'll get you seen fast, without an appointment, saving you time and money. OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic. Because bouncing back shouldn't be harder than the fall.
Six to 3 as Glennallen out in front of Haines at the moment with 2:53 to go here in the first. As Bridget Stone Jordan getting ready to throw in the basketball out of the timeout. As Fields top of the key. Dangerous pass, but it works out for Glennallen. Got a good look at a shot attempt as Renee Rock Albert unable to convert. Block shot that time by Aliana Stone. Pass broken up by Fields, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Haines. It's a long two-point jumper. Foot was on the line. Emma Dorn just did have the right foot on the line.
Emma Dorn with the score for the Glacier Bears.
6-5 as Glennallen trying to answer that three-pointer left short. Here come the Glacier Bears. Emma Dorn from the free throw line. Can't get that to fall from 15 feet. Loose on the floor, rolls around, finally picked up by Aliana Stone as Stone brings it up ahead. And a foul going to be called against Haines.
The foul charge to the Glacier Bears, number 3, Ariel Godinez-Long.
As Ariel Godinez-Long picks up her first foul. Tough shot off balance by Stone. As Haines comes away with the basketball. Under 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. As Emma Dorn puts the ball in the hands of Ashlyn Gainey. Gainey traveled. As Cheyenne Fields up ahead. Stone missed it initially, got it back. Mid-range jumper, also off target from Renee Rock Albert. Godinez-Long in transition. Wild shot off the backboard that time as Glennallen comes away with it. .27 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Over here to the near side. Panthers look content to take the final shot of the quarter here. So they have a 1-point lead. As Fields with 7. Cooley. 4 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off. Stone does and hits off the heel. And that will do it for the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Glennallen with a 1-point lead, 6-5. We'll take a break, come back, get ready for quarter number 2. You're watching the 2025 ASAA First National Bank State Basketball Tournament here on the NFHS Network.
The Alaska Air National Guard was born.
We are the Alaska Air National Guard. We are united by one commanding principle: love. Love for our fellow man, for our freedoms, for Alaska, our home, and for the United States of America.
For America and for you.
We are always ready, always there.
Always have been, and always will be.
We wander, we roam, we take the road, we make our home. Let's go!
Back here at the Alaska Airlines Center, we get ready for the second quarter. As the Glennallen Panthers out in front by 1 point, 6-5, as Haines will have the basketball. And a reach-in foul here against Cheyenne Fields, which will be her second.
Foul charge to the Panthers, number 11, Cheyenne Fields, her second.
As Gainey gives it up. Dorn. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Haines. As Elliott gets the entry pass. Godinez-Long is fouled hard. So Ariel Godinez-Long will go to the free throw line for 2 shots as Aliana Stone picks up the foul.
Panthers, number 3, Aliana Stone.
As Godinez-Long misses the first.
Ariel Godinez-Long at the line now.
Godinez-Long knocks down the free throw. Hits 1 out of 2. Tied at 6. As Cooley bounces it down low. Tough shot from Renee Rock Albert. But it will stay with Glennallen, and I think Renee Rock Albert a little embarrassed by that shot attempt as well. Fortunate her team hangs on to the basketball here. Here's a three off the front of the iron, that time by Fields. Rebound tracked down by Ashlyn Gainey. As Gainey trying to go coast to coast, but the block shot by Aliana Stone. At the elbow. Cadinez long gave it up. That shot missed everything. Tap back in play as Glennallen comes away with it. .6:33 to play here in the first half, tied at 6. Three ball, Cooley. Hit off the iron a couple of times as Haines comes away with the basketball. Almost a travel, but a good job by Cadoniez Long to keep the foot down. As Gainey knocks down the bucket, her first field goal, and the Bears, Glacier Bears that is, take their first lead. Here's Cooley. Turnaround shot. Renee Rock Albert unable to hit it. As Cadoniez Long brings it up ahead. 8-6. Haines out in front trying to extend the lead. Emma Dorn unable to hit from long range that time. As Shoshana Court brought it up ahead. Jump shot from the elbow that time by Aliana Stone, left short. It has not been a offensive back and forth game so far. Both teams struggling from the field. Be interested to take a look at the first half stats and see where things sit. Block shot there by Stone. Loose ball picked up as Glennallen comes away with it. Cadinez Long wanted a foul called against Stone, but no whistle there. Stone, 12-footer. And a foul going to be called against Ariel Cadinez Long, which will be her second.
Foul charge to the Glacier Bears, number 3, Ariel Martinez Long, her second. Region A Stone.
Shoshana Corinth throws it in. As Fields. Had that one go out of bounds. As Emmett Dorn will throw it in. 4:27 to play here in the first half. And an offensive foul called here against Ariel Cadinez Long, which is her third.
And a foul charge to the Glacier Bears, number 3, Ariel Godinez Long. her
That
third.
gets Sophia Long off the bench here for Haines. She'll come in at the next dead ball. Corinth. Work it down low. Missed the shot initially. The put back also no good from Renee Rock Albert. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Still a 2-point lead for Haines. At the free throw line was Sydney Salmon, who lost it.
Region A Stone, Jordan
As Bridget Storm Jordan came away with it. And a traveling violation against Renee Rock Albert.
Sophia Long now back in for the Glacier Bears.
Top of the circle, Gainey. Now it's Sophia Long who lost it, gathers it back in, had it ripped away, and a held ball actually. And the arrow will give it back to Glennallen. As Anaya Stone will check in, the sophomore now for the Panthers. The three hits off the heel from Corinth, and now a foul against Glennallen here.
Foul charge to the Panthers, number 5.
Shoshana Corinth picks up her first. As Ava Graham will check in for her first minutes. As Sophia Long checks out. Loose on the floor, gathered in by Glennallen. Been a while since either team has hit a shot. Been stuck on 8-6 for a while. Bridget Stone Johnson gave it up, and a foul going to be called here against Haines. As Cheyenne Fields will go to the line for 2 shots. As the foul going to be called against Sydney Salmon, which is her second. So Cheyenne Fields at the free throw line. These are the third and fourth free throw attempts coming up for Glennallen as Fields hits the first. Gets the Panthers within 1. And now a 30-second timeout going to be taken.
Back in for the Panthers.
So a 30-second timeout called by Glennallen as they trail by 1. Kind of an interesting timeout with your player at the free throw line. Interesting place to burn a 30-second timeout. Still with Cheyenne Fields with 1 free throw to shoot, but nevertheless, Panthers burn a timeout there. So Fields, second free throw coming up, looking for her 4th point here in the first half. And gets it. Ties it at 8. And the ball was tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Haines. As Gainey and he held ball. Possession here will keep it with the Glacier Bears. Pass up ahead. Missed shot initially. The follow by Sydney Salmon. She'll go to the line for 2.
Foul charge to the Glennallen Panthers, number 32,
Bridget Stone Johnson charged with the foul. As Sydney Salmon hits the first.
Sydney Salmon at the line for the Glacier Bears. Renee Rock Albert now back in for the Panthers.
Second free throw coming up here for Salmon. Hits 1 out of 2. A loose ball picked up by Gainey. So an extra crack at it here for Haines. As it's an over and back Ball was gathered in by Emma Dorn in the front court and then went in the back court.
Over and back, we'll give it back to the Panthers. Region A, Stone, Jordan now to bring it in for the Panthers.
Stone unable to hit from mid-range. As Gainey racing into the front court, can't get it to fall. Rebound hauled in by Elliott. Had it ripped away, and now another held ball. The possession arrow will give it back to Glennallen.
Held ball this time, the Panthers will get it.
As Fields brought it up the floor. Fields gets it back on the wing. 90 seconds to play here in the first half. The scoop shot off the window. Cheyenne Fields now with 6. And Glennallen back out in front by 1, 10-9. Wild shot that time as Bridget Stone Johnson comes away with it. As Fields finds Stone Jordan, Fields for 3. Neither team has been able to hit a 3-point field goal here in the first half. 50 seconds remaining. Wide open. Renee Rock Albert unable to get it to go. And then knocks it out of bounds as Haines will take over. The runner off the window that time, Emma Dorn. Haines back out in front by 1, 11-10. As the Panthers reverse the basketball, Renee Rock Albert can't get it to fall, and going over the back that time was Aliana Stone, picking up her second foul with 5.3 seconds remaining. See if the Glacier Bears can get a shot off here. As Gainey traveled with it. Well, the officials are going to get together there for a moment because it was the 5th foul against Glennallen, but it was not a defensive foul. It was an offensive foul on the rebound. And should there have been 2 free throws shot? Yeah, the officials say no free throws here. Ball was stolen away, and that's going to do it for the first half. So, not an offensive explosion by either team here in the first half, but it's a 1-point lead in favor of Haines at the break, 11-10. So we'll step aside here at halftime. We'll come back and get ready for the second half as the Glacier Bears out in front by 1 over the Glennallen Panthers. You're watching the 2025 ASAA First National Bank State Basketball Tournament here on the NFHS Network.
No matter what the season, no matter where you live, a Rural Energy dealer makes it happen for you. Toyotomi heaters are the most economical heaters in the world, lightweight and easy to transport, even to the remote locations in Alaska. No matter what the season, no matter where you live, a rural energy dealer makes it happen for you. Toyotomi heaters are the most economical heaters in the world, lightweight and easy to transport, even to the remote locations in Alaska.
Your quality of life is everything, and it's important to stay focused on your health care. If you're due for your mammogram, or if you've never had one, Providence Imaging Center makes it easy for you to get this important screening with newly renovated mammography suites and brand new state-of-the-art technology. No doctor referral is necessary for this important screening. Screen so you're there for special moments. Screen for your peace of mind. Providence Imaging Center. Answers you need with a human connection. At Providence Imaging Center, our mobile mammography team has served Alaskan women from Homer to Talkeetna for over 30 years at health fairs, businesses, school districts, special events, and places of worship. These 20-minute mammograms are usually covered in full by insurance, and there's no cost to bring the mobile coach on site. Call Providence Imaging Center to schedule mobile mammography at your event. Celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month in any month with screening mammography in the convenience of Providence Imaging Center's mobile mammography coach at your location today.
Congratulations, you're qualified. So are you. You too. And you. Because if you know how to put up anything in your home, you're qualified to save lives by installing free smoke alarms in your community. Go to soundthealarm.org to volunteer near you.
And as floodwaters continue to rise, thousands are left dead. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by the wildfires. Disasters have left many in need of emergency shelter.
You can help those impacted by disasters, big and small. Give now.
The Alaska Sports Talk Podcast is your premier sports podcast dedicated to Alaska sports. Isaiah Freeman and Keaton Homer and a host of others will take you through the sports scene, recapping games and sports news from across Alaska. Find the Alaska Sports Talk Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts and check out AST on your favorite social media platforms. If it's sports in Alaska, we have you covered. Are you looking for expert consulting to take your business, nonprofit, or event to the next level? Freeman Solutions provides proven strategies for success. Whether you need operational support, event management, or media expertise, trust Freeman Solutions. Experienced, reliable, results-driven. Let's make your vision a reality. Visit freemansolutions.com today.
1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
Caught!
The farther north you go in Alaska, the less days you have in construction. First National Bank Alaska has been a great partner for us. Katie Mallard with First National has been our banker, and she gets it. They really understand Western Alaska and those specific nuances for where we work. When you have six-figure payrolls, equipment that you have to buy, even as much as a year in advance, that's where they really shine.
First National Bank Alaska. Let's shape your tomorrow.
There's a place where people think up wild ways to get stuff done. And that place is this place, the GCI Lab. Here we are constantly working to advance the most advanced network in Alaska. There's nowhere we won't go. Wait, where are you going?
The Bering Sea.
Because there's nothing that can't be done. Just things we haven't done yet.
We're always looking for ways to help GCI customers go faster. Well, we found one. Technically, introducing GCI's 10,000 miles per hour giveaway, with 10,000 Alaska Airlines miles to be won every hour, taking you pretty much anywhere. GCI customers are already in to win and get double the entries when you have GCI Plus. So just sit back and watch the skies. And watch your email. GCI, wildly ingenious. We found another way to help GCI customers go faster. Technically, introducing GCI's 10,000 miles per hour giveaway, with 10,000 Alaska Airlines miles to be won every hour. And GCI customers are already in to win.
In 50 years, I hope we're worldwide as to where we lead by our values. And we still have our land, we still have our way of life, our culture, our language. I would say that's our success.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
The world's wide open, and our people are brilliant and resilient. I don't see any limits.
In 50 years, I hope we're worldwide as to where we lead by our values. And we still have our land, we still have our way of life, our culture, our language. I would say that's our success.
Here at halftime, just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half as we take a look at the first half stats. Take a look at the individual stats first for the Haines Glacier Bears. As Emma Dorn led the way with 4 points for Haines. 3 points for Sydney Salmon, 3 points for Ashla Gainey, and 1 point for Ariel Godonez Long in the first half. As a team, Haines was 4 of 22 from the field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc. They had 25 rebounds, however. They were led by the 7 rebounds of Sydney Salmon in that first half, as the Glacier Bears turned the basketball over 9 times in the first 16 minutes as well. For Glennallen, not much better, as Cheyenne Fields, 6 points, 2 points for Aliana Stone, 2 points for Virginie Stone-Jordan, and that's it. Not a lot of offense for either team here in the first half, as Glennallen was 4 for 20 from the field, 0 of 6 from behind the arc. The Panthers did have 16 rebounds in that first half. So we'll see if the teams can find a little bit of offense here in the second half of this ball game, get into a little bit of a rhythm here, as teams will switch directions here in the second half. Both teams a little late getting out for second half warm-ups if they wanted to, as Glennallen just came out of the locker room. Haines will have the basketball to start, as they also have a 1-point lead.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, the Panthers and the Glacier Bears.
As the Glacier Bears with the basketball here to start the second half, as Caroline Elliott kicked it back out Here's a three from the near side, buried. First three-point field goal, Emma Dorn. And the Glacier Bears with their largest lead of the game, 4-point lead, 14-10. In the paint, foul, 2 shots coming up here for Aliana Stone.
Foul charge to the Glacier Bears, number 30, Caroline Elliott, her first.
As Caroline Elliott picks up her first foul. Stone at the free throw line, hits the first. Winner of this game again advances to the semifinals to take on Chivak. As Eliana Stone hit every piece of the rim, couldn't get the shot to fall, but an offensive rebound. The putback is no good either by Cooley. As here comes the Glacier Bears as Godoniez Long gives it up. Here's a three, line drive shot. Ashlyn Gainey. So back-to-back trays for the Glacier Bears here to start the third quarter. Stolen away. Godoniez Long with the steal. Up ahead to Gainey. As Gainey had it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It will go to Glennallen. Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like it was off of Glennallen after the block shot. As Emma Dorn to throw it in. Godoniez Long gives it up, gets it right back. Almost 90 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. Godoniez Long keeps it. Baseline pass here to the near side. Tough shot from 15 feet that time by Emma Dorn. As Glennallen comes away with it. 6-point lead for Haines, 17-11. Off the window that time. Aliana Stone. Stone now with 5 points.
For the Glennallen Panthers.
As Godoniez Long dribbles underneath the hoop, throws it here near side. Nice job by Gainey to keep it from going out of bounds. As Sydney Salmon turnaround shot, left it short. Good box out and a rebound that time by Koyona Cooley. As here's Fields. Cheyenne Fields. Fields now with 8 points. And both teams starting to find a little bit of a rhythm here offensively in this third quarter. As Glennallen trails by a couple, 17-15. As Dorn will give it up. From the free throw line that time, Sydney Salmon unable to hit it. And a foul on the floor. And the foul going to be called against Aliana Stone, which is her third. As Gainey near the top of the key. Ripped away, stolen away by Bridgenet Stone Jordan. And then the Glacier Bears get it right back. As Godoniez Long. Stone Jordan bumped and fouled that time by Emma Dorn, which is her first. Janae Stone Jordan, got the entry pass. Stone is fouled. She made her way through the paint. A little shake it up as well, holding her right leg as she goes to the free throw line. Second foul called against Caroline Elliott. As Aliana Stone hits the first. Chance to tie it here. And Stone hits one out of two. Knocked out of bounds, however, Haines turns it back over. As Glennallen will get it right back with 4:17 to play here in the third. Cooley back to Fields. Coming up on the halfway point of this third quarter. Stone Jordan got the bucket off balance. What a shot. Glennallen back out in front now for the first time in a while. Glacier Bears able to respond with a shot from Ariel Godinez-Long. Open three here, knocked down by Cooley. It's the first three-point field goal that the Glennallen Panthers have been able to knock down. As Koyana Cooley hits the triple, her first points as well. So back and forth we go here in this third quarter. Loose on the floor for a brief moment, picked back up by Godinez-Long. Runner off the glass that time from Dorn. Got her own miss. Hits the side of the backboard with that putback attempt. Ripped away that time by Sydney Salmon, and a timeout going to be taken here by the Glacier Bears. A 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here. Today's game brought to you in part by Alaska Commercial Company, Alaska's oldest retailer, serving Alaska since 1867. It's the 16th year of sponsorship of ASAA. ASC extends their commitment to the youth of all our villages to help them reach their own personal goals and that of their teams. Thanks to Alaska Commercial Company. Second day of the state tournament. 1A tournament started yesterday, continuing here today. This is the first day of the 2A state basketball tournament. As the Glacier Bears will have the basketball after the timeout. Thrown all the way in the backcourt where Emma Dorn will pick it up. As Dorn brings it up ahead. Haines trailing by a couple, 21-19. Mishandling it was Gainey, loose on the floor as Fields comes away with it. Up ahead to Cooley as Cooley will lay it up and in. Koyana Cooley now with 5 points. Largest lead of the game for the Panthers now at 4. Godinez-Long unable to hit that one. As Brigene Stone Jordan picks up the rebound. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Cooley had an open look at a three, didn't shoot it. Down low, wide open that time, and the shot, Renee Rock Albert gets her first points. Haines desperately needs some sort of bucket. Not going to happen there as Aliana Stone with the block shot. Stone will keep it herself. Can't get the layup to go. The putback, however, is good for Cooley. As Glennallen going on a run here in the late stages of the third quarter. An 8-point lead now. Minute 10 to play here in the third. Pass batted right back to Emma Dorn. "16-footer blocked by Cooley. As Gadinia's long, got it back. Now it's picked up by Aliana Stone. Fields had her pass broken up, stolen away by Gainey. Gainey on the other end, unable to convert. 34 seconds to play here in the third. Glennallen content, killing some time here, 12 seconds. Looks like they want to hold for the final shot of the quarter. As Stone Jordan will give it up. Cooley for three, got it. And that will do it for the third quarter. What a run by the Glennallen Panthers to close out the third, as they will take an 11-point lead to start the fourth quarter. So, we'll take a break. We'll come back and get ready for quarter number 4. You're watching the 2025 ASAA First National Bank State Basketball Tournament here on the NFHS Network.
I'm Sam King, and I earned my process tech degree right here in the state. ConocoPhillips Alaska is the state's largest oil producer, and what we do matters. As part of the operations team, I prepare for planned maintenance on our facility, and I work closely with production teams across the North Slope. It's not just what we do, it's how we do it. The team and I work every day to safely and responsibly put oil in the pipeline. ConocoPhillips Alaska, committed to Alaska for more than 50 years.
We start the fourth quarter as Glennallen with an 11-point lead, 30-19. Trying to advance to the semifinals. A big third quarter for the Panthers, especially Koyana Cooley, as she had 8 points. There was a whistle here as play continued. The one thing about having two courts and two games going on at the exact same time, sometimes stuff can get confusing in terms of where the whistle came from. And it was a foul that was called against Haines. And they're taking the media timeout with 7:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. So we'll break away here briefly as well. As we just started the fourth, it's 30-19. Glennallen out in front.
From the basketball court to the auditorium, join Hillcorp in celebrating our student athletes and the shared commitment to excellence both in and outside the classroom. Hillcorp Alaska, proud sponsors of the Alaska School Activities Association.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
Just underway here in the fourth quarter. 7:49 to play. As the Glacier Bears will have the basketball, but they have their work cut out for them here in this fourth quarter. Haines only putting up 8 points in that third quarter. Koyona Cooley for Glennallen scored 8 points herself to help the Panthers build an 11-point lead. Wild shot off the backboard that time. Haines able to hang on to it. Here's a three offline from Emma Doan. As Dorn can't dial it up from distance. Leaning in off the glass that time. Cadenia's long. There's actually Eliana Stone that got that last bucket. And now a held ball. Haines with the basketball as they have it out on the perimeter. Now it's almost lost as Gainey comes away with it. Knocked free yet again, but this time a foul. Yeah, the foul going to be called against Aliana Stone, which is her fourth. They had a 30-second timeout going to be taken by Glennallen with 6:35 to go as the Panthers lead 32-19.
30-second timeout. Charge to the Panthers.
It was an 18-point third quarter for the Panthers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium provides the highest quality healing services for Alaska Native people across Alaska through training, health education, disease, and injury prevention.
And a shot goes out of bounds. As Glennallen gets it back. It was actually a 20-point third quarter for the Panthers. Missed shot that time by Fields, but the ball rolls back out into the hands of Brigitte Stone Jordan briefly. As Fields picks it back up. As Cooley puts it on the floor. Cooley leans in, wild shot, missed it initially, but also missed the putback. As Dorn in transition, can't get it to fall. And a whistle, held ball, possession arrow will give it back to Glennallen with 5:52 to play.
Brigitte Stone Jordan to bring it in now for the Panthers.
As Fields Stone Jordan, top of the circle, lost it, gathers it back in. Fields now on the wing. Glennallen just using a whole bunch of clock here. But however, they turn it over. As Gadenia's long comes away with it. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Glacier Bears got to start making their move here. Missed three-point attempt, and then also a missed follow by Ashlyn Gainey as well. As Glennallen gathers it back in. That one rolls off the iron that time from Cooley. As Gardenia is long, picked up in the front court. That time by Stone Jordan. Here's a three by Dorn off the front of the rim. As Aliana Stone with it out near half court, coming up on the halfway point of this fourth quarter. As Fields trying to turn the corner, had it stolen away. As Dorn comes away with it 2-on-2 up the floor. As Gardenia's long bumped, no whistle. Here's the three by Emma Dorn, able to knock it down. Timeout going to be taken by the Haines Glacier Bears as it gets them back within 10 with 3:41 to go. Well, don't forget more basketball action coming up tomorrow and Saturday as well. Tomorrow, the semifinal matchups in the afternoon for 1A and also 2A girls and boys basketball. There's also, of course, consolation round action that all kicks off tomorrow at 8 a.m. here at the Alaska Airlines Center. Be sure you check out ASAA365.com. Get caught up on all the scores from the day's action and see where your team is slated to play next. Check out the live brackets as well, all at ASAA365.com. Keaton Homer along with you. Glad to have you tuned in here on the NFHS Network. As Glennallen trying to advance to the semifinals as they have a 10-point lead with 3:41 to play. Panthers would take on Chivak. Let's see if the Glacier Bears, however, have a last gasp here down the stretch of the fourth quarter. They got to find a way to get stops, but then also convert those stops into buckets. As the Panthers content, use all the clock they can here. As Brigine Stone Jordan with it. Pivots around, gives it up to Fields. Cheyenne Fields. Back out top of the key. 3 minutes to play. Fields with the layup. Fields now in double figures with 10. Baseline jumper offline that time. And a foul going to be called here against Sophia Long as the freshman picks up the foul. And a timeout taken by Glennallen.
Glacier Bears, number 13, Sophia Long, her first.
So 2:23 to play here, or actually 2:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. You can get the clocks confused here. You can look up across the way and you can kind of see the other clock for the other court. They're almost in sync at one point in time. But that 2:23 is actually for the 1A boys game. It's 2:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter of the 2A girls game. You start calling so many games throughout the day, things just start to blend together by the end of it. All told, after the end of this weekend, there'll be 75 basketball games in the books. between 1A and 2A. As Brigine Stone Jordan to throw it in. Moved along the sideline there and kind of got away with it on the entry pass. And a foul called against Haines, which is their second. As Long picks up her second. Each team with 2 team fouls. As Fields with the left-handed dribble will give it up. And another foul against Sophia Long. It's her third. So Sophia Long will check out as Ava Graham will check in. As Fields gets the entry. A layup. No good that time from Renee Rock Alberts. And a double dribble called against Emma Dorn. Time ticking away with 2:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. As the Glacier Bears trailing by 12. As Glennallen trying to put this one to rest here tonight. The third quarter was the difference. As Ava Graham picks up her first foul. It's the 14th foul against Haines. It was the fourth quarter in which Glennallen, or third quarter in which Glennallen scored 20 points. Outscoring Haines 20-8 in that third quarter. 15 foul finally coming up for Haines, and now a couple of free throws. Second foul against Ava Graham as Cheyenne Fields is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Misses the first one here. As Fields hits the second, hits 1 out of 2. Under 2 to play. As Ariel Godinez Long is fouled, will go to the line for 2 shots. As Godinez Long misses the first. Now 1 for 3 is Ariel from the free throw line.
Naya Stone now back in for the Glennallen Panthers.
Long misses both free throws. Stone Jordan into the front court, puts on the brakes. And a foul called here. It's Caroline Elliott. Or actually, check that. It's against Emma Dorn. Second foul against Dorn. As Brigine Stone Jordan at the free throw line for the first time tonight. It's the first. Second free throw for Stone Jordan off the back of the iron. Here's the 3 by Gainey. And another foul called here against Caroline Elliott. Back to the free throw line, Stone Jordan. Stone Jordan misses the first. It's 1-2 again to Stone Jordan. Cheyenne Fields will check in for Brigitte Stone Jordan. So if you're keeping your 2A girls bracket at home, you can start to pencil in the Glennallen Panthers into the semifinals. As the Panthers force a turnover here. Panthers will get a chance to take on a team that maybe many people thought would not be in the semifinals in girls 2A basketball. Chivak pulling off the upset, taking down the number 1 seed Metlakatla earlier today with a 4-point victory, 34-30.
With a held ball alternating possession, the Glacier Bears will keep it down there.
Chivak Comets having a great season down the stretch. Late in the regular season, on into the conference tournament, making it to the state tournament as the number 8 seed. As Glennallen with the basketball in the front court. 20 seconds remaining. Panthers just content to dribble out the clock here. As Glennallen, a team a year ago who lost by 3 in the quarterfinal round against Unalakleet, is going to advance to the semifinal round tomorrow, as that will do it. Glennallen wins by the final score of 37-22. After a slow offensive start by the Panthers in the first half, they exploded for 20 points in the third quarter and pull out the 37-22 win over Haines. We will have our players of the game here prior to wrapping things up. Our final game of the day here at the Alaska Airlines Center. Big performance tonight from Cheyenne Fields and also Coyote Cooley for the Panthers. Emma Dorn leading the way for the Glacier Bears in points. We'll see who our players of the game are, as we'll send it over to Mike Janicek.
We'd like to honor a player from each team with the Player of the Game certificate for their performances in this game. Please welcome, representing the Haines Glacier Bears, number 32, Ashlyn Gainey. And representing the Glennallen Panthers, please welcome number 3, Aliana Stone.
So Aliana Stone, player of the game for the Glennallen Panthers. Ashlyn Gainey as well, player of the game.
For their outstanding performance this evening.
As those two young ladies certainly deserving of the player of the game awards here tonight. So once again, Glennallen with a 37-22 win over the Haines Glacier Bears. That's going to do it for our final game today. We'll go into Friday's semifinals coming up. Chivak will take on Glennallen. And girls 2A basketball at Seward will take on Unalakleet as well. Those games at 3:15 and 4:45 tomorrow. So all the action kicks off tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. here on the NFHS Network. Be sure you tune in then. So once again, Glennallen 37, Haines 22. I'm Keaton Homer signing it off here from the Alaska Airlines Center.
Data caps and low bandwidth are no problem with the Alaska Commercial Company shopping app. In low bandwidth mode, our online store loads in less time than other stores and saves you money on data. Here for you, here for Alaska.
Alaskans love staying active, whether it's cross-country skiing, rock climbing, or tearing up the slopes. But sometimes, gravity has other plans. When your epic adventure turns into an epic wipeout, OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic has you covered. We'll get you seen fast, without an appointment, saving you time and money. OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic. Because bouncing back shouldn't be harder than the fall.
The Alaska Air National Guard was born.
We are the Alaska Air National Guard. We are united by one commanding principle. Love. Love for our fellow man, for our freedoms, for Alaska, our home, and for the United States of America.
For America and for you.
We are always ready, always there.
Always have been, and always will be.